Hi Pisces, welcome to your end of July reading. As I didn't get the chance to do the usual mid-month readings, I'm going to do this short reading focused in the energy present for the next days up until the end of the month. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Pisces, the energy present here for the next days for many of you seems to be heavily concentrated on overcoming a letdown, an emotional disappointment, an emotional suffering, or even for some a feeling of loss, even though it shows here like a small loss of sorts that has been taking over your emotional reality. There's something about your emotional reality that has been keeping you feeling weird, for others trapped, for others, very unsteady when it comes to where you stand within relationships. Where do you stand amongst those that you have some sort of emotional connection with? So it can be in a romantic sense, but it could be in any situation where you have your emotions heavily invested and there's a sense of difficulty understanding if you should be invested or not, if the other person or the other energy is as invested as you. So there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of even for some misunderstandings about unspoken emotions, unspoken doubts that don't get to be clarified. And that's the opportunity here with the King of Swords, is for you to get straight to the point. There are answers out there for some of you Pisces that rely on your capacity to be direct, on your capacity to be as assertive, as lucid and sharp in your mental in your mind. It's like you need to be as sharp as possible in your mind so you can use your communication to a good use, and so you feel confident to make certain questions you're afraid to make, or you're just not feeling the courage, or not feeling like even you have space to make. For some of you, it's like you want to make questions or you want to get to the truth of something, but for some reason some of you Pisces feel like it's not your place to make these questions, or you're afraid of upsetting whoever it is concerned with, or upsetting how things have been amongst family or in the work situation. So it's just like a feeling of pressure about this truth you need to uncover, or about an answer that you need. Some of you, it's just about you waiting for an answer that seems to be never coming here your way, or there's a very dragged energy about what you wish to reach out to you. And I feel like for some of you, and this message has showed in previous readings, this is happening because you're supposed to overcome here an inhibition, an insecurity, a block you have around being communicative and courageous with this communicative energy. So it's like there's something about communication that is an inhibition for some of you Pisces for some reason. And so until you overcome or free yourself from whatever that fear and blockage is, there's a lot of delays around answers you're in need of. There's a lot of delays around communication itself. So if you feel like communication has been odd, if you feel like you're not receiving informations, communications of all sorts like you used to, like if you feel like there has been like a stop to a flow that was occurring naturally, it might be due to this need to, it's like for some of you it's like a need for you to reflect and get clear about also what you want first, so then you can ask this directly to another person. So I do feel like for the majority of Pisces, for some reason there's a strong emotional, relationship oriented, concerned about all of this that I'm speaking. For many of you, this is about a connection that has uh, reached a point where, you know, there's a gap separating you here from someone due to a lack of proper communication. And for some of you, you might be dealing with an air sign energy quite strongly. For others of you, also fire energy. It could be a strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And there's something here about there's a person here in your life in which this person has probably let you down a couple of times, or for some, this person, you know, is very emotionally guarded themselves, and they use this um, as their power over the connection, to withhold here information, to withhold here words that could make all the difference. So this, you could be dealing with someone that has a really hard time apologizing, moving out of pride. This person can put a lot of a strong um, facade about them. It's someone that does not want to be vulnerable at your eyes. And if that's what you're waiting on someone during the next days, for them to be vulnerable as you feel, to be open as you want to be, well, the message here is like ice melts, but it might take some time, or you might need to, again, heat it up for it to happen. Meaning that with this Queen of Wands in your advice, you might need to resort to different techniques, basically, to get something that feels very icy, very cold, to, you know, to melt, to lose its rigid, distant energy. Someone is, for some of you, this is about someone that feels very lonely or feels very isolated in his, her own, you know, difficult realities. So someone that does not give a lot of chance here to emotional emotional things, because this person does not trust it, this person does not value it. For some of you, you're dealing with someone that does not trust love enough to make it a priority, or to give it to you the way you deserve. With the Queen of Wands, though, as your advice, again, is to remain very strong on your feet, to be brave, to be courageous, to be invested also in what's good for you, because good things are definitely coming your way, with the Oracle energy being the ghost of the pumpkin patch. Count your blessings. So this is your advice for the next days. And with this card, usually there comes a stream of money, of abundance, of resources, of great improvement in terms of work, in terms of our projects that you might be developing. So there's a lot of blessings coming to you, regardless of anyone that might be making your life a little bit difficult, or about, despite the fact that you might be just in a period where your emotions, you know, are dragging you here to past issues, or are very negative themselves. It's a process, and I feel like the more you count your blessings, the easier it will be for you to turn this around to your favor, and to actually have the right mindset and the right, you know, attention given to what is adding to your life, adding to this shower of blessings that wants to keep coming. The challenge is the Five of Cups, is to overcome the sorrow, is to overcome, again, that negative feeling, is to feel emotionally fulfilled, is to feel listen. I keep getting, like, for many of you, Pisces, is to feel listened, or to feel like you have space here, to a safe space, to actually say what you want to say, or to make the questions you want to make. So I hope you have a great end of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.